Morning, dear language learners. Today on 16 December, Tuesday, 2025, we are going to start our language activities by going through the major aims of the Hindu daily. I'm Chintu M from Success Garten. Dear language lovers, as we know, this session is purely to generate language awareness by going through the major aims of the paper and to see how words have been structured there so that we can use them in our daily communication. We go with the first news item of the day. With new bill, demand-led job scheme set to turn supply-driven. We have got a long sentence where a lot of adjective phrases are there. Demand-led, supply-driven. With new bill. With is a very interesting word, W-A-T-H. The th sound is very prominent.
With.
With new bill, demand-led job, demand, all these are market terms. It's a hyphenated word basically. Demand, supply, demand-led job. So it is basically modifying the noun job. Demanded will act as an adjective phrase. So it is created out of market demand, shaped by, jobs are shaped by demand. Demand-led job. Scheme is another beautiful noun. S-C-H-E-M-E. We can see the letter H doesn't have any sound here. That CH combination will give rise to K sound.
Scheme.
It has got a single syllable scheme. Demand-led job scheme set to is a futuristic word, is predicted to, is set to, is forecast to, is likely to, is supposed to. Turn is set to turn, T-U-R-N. Turn is another beautiful linking verb.
Turn.
So turn, it is going to shift towards in a different direction. Turn, supply driven, S-U-P-P-L-Y. Supply is another key market term.
Supply.
Driven, D-R-I-V-E-N. Driven is the third form of the verb drive. Drive, drove, driven.
Driven.
So verbs in the third form will act as adjectives. It is a very interesting suffix also, providing the power to keep something running, working. Supply driven, demand-led job versus supply-driven job. That's the basic concept that is separated by the verb turn. Then is set to is a projection term, is set to. Then with what? With new bill. That is so we speak in terms of the chunking units. Then only the idea will be converted, will be manifested properly. With new bill, demand-led job scheme is set to turn supply-driven job. Now we move to next news item. Opposition raises several questions over new bill. Opposition, O-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. As we know, endings must be nouns.
Opposition.
So in political system, opposition will be representing the group which is not the part of the government. What do they do? Or what does it do? They raise, R-A-I-S-E. So this is a very important verb. The letter S as well as this sound.
Raise.
Opposition raises several questions. Q-U-E-S-T-I-O-N. As you know, the letter Q doesn't have any sound in English language. That will be compensated by K-V combinations.
Question.
That STI will have the Q sound. Question. Opposition raises several questions over new bill. Opposition does raise several questions. Why does opposition raise several questions? Several questions are raised by opposition. Opposition raises several questions, doesn't it? Now we move to next news item. Trade deficit falls to $6.6 billion in November due to merchandise export growth. It's a long sentence. The lower part has got two words. Trade deficit, D-E-F-I-C-I-T. That's a very important noun.
Deficit.
It's basically a gap between money spent and money received. Trade, we can feel that A sound, T-R-A-D-E. So that is a very interesting noun.
trade,
Trade deficit. False. Falls. False is the S form of the verb fall. Fall.
falls,
So it's a very interesting word. It comes down, falls to $6.6 billion in November due to what? It's a reason of merchandise. MERCHINTISE. So that is a very important noun.
merchandise,
Merchandise, goods that are bought and sold, merchandise, export growth, trade deficit falls, trade deficit. Why does trade deficit fall? Now we move to next news item. No anti-incumbency wave. LDF will retain power in 2026 as Govindan. It's a comment by CPM State Secretary Mr. Govindan. No anti, A-N-T-I, as you know, anti is a very powerful prefix.
anti,
Anti means against something. Anti-incumbency, INCUMBENCY. So as we know, by endings must be nouns.
incumbency,
Incumbency, that R sound is very prominent. Incumbency, accent falls on the second syllable.
incumbency,
Incumbency. So it is talking about those who are in power or those who are active. Incumbency, the period during which someone is holding official position. Anti-incumbency wave. That is a very interesting phrase. Anti-incumbency wave. No, there is no. The demi subject there is very much essential here. There is no anti-incumbency wave. LDF will retain. RETAIN. So retain is a very interesting verb.
retain,
Retain. We can feel the T sound. T is the mouth sound basically. Retain. T, to keep or continue to have something. Will retain, will act as a modal helping verb. We have 13 modal helping verbs. Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, used to, ought to, need, dare, must. After these words, we'll get the root form of the verb. Will retain power in 2026. Now we move to next news item. HC grants Mangutatil interim protection from arrest till Thursday. HC, Standard High Court, what does it do? It grants, Grant. So that is a very interesting verb coming out.
Grant.
Grant can act as a noun also. Here it will act as a verb.
grant,
You give or allow permission, grants. Interim, INTERIM. So here we can feel that power of a T sound.
interim,
Interim, a temporary basically. Interim protection. PROTECTION. So this is a very interesting noun.
protection,
Protection. So that second syllable is very much pronounced in a higher level, like a protect. The accent falls on the second syllable. Protection. As you know, ND must be nouns. Now we come last news item of the day. Parties seek scrutiny as uncollectible enumeration forms in SIR rise to 25 lakh. Parties will be the doer. What do? They seek. Seek is a very powerful noun in English language.
seek,
It will act as a verb also. Seek. Okay, seek, sought. Here it will act as a verb to try to find out something. Seek. Parties seek. What do they seek? They seek scrutiny. SCRUTINY. So we have got one more word with the Y ending.
scrutiny,
Scrutiny can be careful, detailed examination. Scrutiny as uncollectible enumeration forms in SIR. As we know, SIR, special intensive revision. Rise, RISC. So this is another beautiful verb.
rise,
Rise, rose, risen, rise. Parties seek, parties do seek. Why do parties seek scrutiny? Scrutiny is sought by parties. Parties seek scrutiny, don't they? A lot of language properties can be expected here. So dear language lovers, our duty is to see a word as a treasure. It has got a spelling, it has got a sound, it has got a lexical position in a sentence. Then only we can construct our own sentences. I wish you all the best in your language and have a great day. Thank you very much.